Imagine holding a simple gold ring in the palm of your hand. It looks ordinary, yet its true story stretches far beyond anything we experience on Earth. Every atom of gold inside that ring was not born on this planet. It was forged in the cataclysmic collision of neutron stars, then drifted across the cosmos for billions of years before finally reaching Earth. But here's the astonishing part. This metal from the stars would one day become the ultimate symbol of power, divinity, wealth, and civilization itself. So how did a cosmic relic become humanity's most treasured possession? Long before the first mountain rose from the oceans, before life emerged, and even before Earth had fully formed, an extraordinary event unfolded somewhere in the darkness of space. Two neutron stars, ultra-dense remnants of exploded suns, spiraled toward one another at unimaginable speeds. When they finally collided, the explosion released more energy in an instant than our sun will produce over its entire lifetime. Within that violent flash, one of the rarest elements in the universe was born: gold. Those newborn atoms were blasted across interstellar space as glowing clouds of cosmic dust. For hundreds of millions of years, they wandered through the galaxy until gravity gathered them into the young solar system. As Earth was taking shape, countless meteorites bombarded its surface, delivering precious metals that had traveled billions of kilometers through space. Yet the gold we mine today did not simply remain scattered across the planet. Over millions of years, volcanic activity, shifting tectonic plates, and scorching hydrothermal fluids concentrated these tiny particles into rich veins locked within quartz deep beneath the Earth's crust. Perhaps the most remarkable twist is that gold has now returned to space once again. The ultra-thin layer of gold coating the mirrors of the James Webb Space Telescope allows humanity to peer farther into the universe than ever before. Using a metal forged in ancient stellar collisions to uncover the very origins of the cosmos. More than 6,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened along the western shore of the Black Sea. In 1972, a young excavator operator named Raicho Marinov was digging an industrial site near the Bulgarian city of Varna when his machine struck several strange, glittering objects buried beneath the soil. What seemed like an ordinary construction project soon became one of archaeology's greatest discoveries. Hidden nearly 2 meters underground was an ancient cemetery containing 294 graves. Inside, archaeologists uncovered more than 3,000 gold artifacts dating from approximately 4,600 to 4,200 BC, centuries older than the Great Pyramids of Egypt and even earlier than the first written records of Mesopotamia. One burial, known simply as Grave 43, stunned researchers. The remains of a powerful man were surrounded by gold bracelets, necklaces, ceremonial ornaments, and an impressive golden scepter. Remarkably, this single grave contained more gold than all other known gold artifacts from the same period combined. But the greatest revelation wasn't the wealth itself. These people did not use gold for survival. You cannot eat it, drink it, or build shelter from it. Instead, they transformed a useless metal into something far more powerful, a symbol of authority, prestige, and social status. For the first time in human history, gold had become more than a beautiful object. It had become a language of power, and that idea would shape civilizations for thousands of years to come. If the people of Varna saw gold as a symbol of power, the ancient Egyptians believed it was something even greater. To them, gold was not merely a precious metal. It was the eternal flesh of the gods. They called it Nebu, believing that while the gods' bones were made of silver, their skin shone with the everlasting brilliance of pure gold. Driven by this belief, the pharaohs launched vast mining expeditions into the deserts of Nubia, a region so closely associated with the metal that its very name is thought to derive from the Egyptian word for gold. Thousands of workers crossed scorching valleys to extract ore from remote mountains, supplying temples and royal workshops with the metal that symbolized immortality itself. The Egyptians also became masters of metallurgy. Ancient wall paintings reveal workers crushing ore into fine powder, washing it in sloping channels, and heating it in clay furnaces fueled by charcoal. Long blowpipes and leather bellows pumped air into the flames, producing temperatures high enough to separate gold from the surrounding rock. These innovations transformed raw ore into breathtaking masterpieces. The golden mask of Tutankhamun, weighing over 10 kilograms, and his solid gold coffin were never intended to display wealth alone. They were sacred instruments, believed to guide the young king safely into the afterlife. To the Egyptians, gold did not represent riches. It represented eternity itself. But centuries later, another civilization would give gold an entirely different purpose, one that would forever change the way the world traded. For thousands of years, gold remained a treasure reserved for kings, priests, and temples. It was admired, worshipped, and buried with rulers. But it still had one major problem. Every trade required merchants to weigh each piece of gold and verify its purity. Every transaction depended on trust, and trust was slow. Then, around 600 BC, a small kingdom in western Anatolia changed history forever. The kingdom of Lydia discovered a simple but revolutionary idea. Instead of weighing gold for every exchange, they stamped pieces of naturally occurring electrum, a gold-silver alloy, with the royal seal. That single mark guaranteed both the metal's weight and its value. For the first time, people no longer traded gold by measuring it. They traded by trusting it. King Croesus later refined the system even further by producing separate gold and silver coins of standardized purity. What began as a local innovation soon spread across the ancient world, laying the foundation for every currency that followed. Think about it for a moment. The coins in your pocket, your debit card, your mobile wallet. Even digital payments made in seconds. All trace their origins back to one revolutionary idea born more than 2,600 years ago. And here's a question for you. If you lived in ancient Lydia, would you have trusted a stamped gold coin more than a bag of raw gold nuggets? Let me know your answer in the comments. But humanity's fascination with gold was only beginning. Centuries later, it would trigger one of the greatest migrations in history, the gold rush. By the 19th century, gold transformed from a symbol of kings into a dream that attracted millions of ordinary people. From California in 1849 to Australia and the Klondike, countless adventurers crossed deserts, mountains, and frozen wilderness searching for fortune. But gold's greatest influence was not only in the mines. The massive supply of newly discovered gold helped create the gold standard, where paper money represented a fixed amount of physical gold stored by governments. For nearly a century, gold became the foundation of global finance. However, the system eventually faced pressure from wars and economic expansion. In 1971, the United States ended the direct conversion of dollars into gold, opening the modern era of government-backed currencies. Yet even without backing money, gold never lost its power. It remained humanity's ultimate symbol of security, wealth, and trust. Today, gold is no longer searched for with simple pans and rivers. Modern mining uses massive machines, advanced technology, and deep underground operations to reach deposits hidden beneath the earth. Countries like China, Australia, Russia, and the United States continue to extract this rare metal, while the deepest mines push human engineering to extreme limits. But gold's true value has never come only from its price. It survives because it does not rust, decay, or disappear. From ancient temples and royal tombs to modern financial vaults, gold has recorded humanity's greatest ambitions. Born from dying stars, carried across the universe, and shaped by human hands, gold is more than a metal. It is a story of civilization itself. So, if you could own one golden artifact from history, would you choose Tutankhamun's legendary mask or the first coins of ancient Lydia? Share your answer below and join us for more incredible journeys through human history.